Okay, so now let me show you a demo. We're gonna try out the bot in local mode. So first we have to enable the Rasa server on port 5005 and the action server on port 5055. So now that the Rasa server is up and running, we can reload the web page, which contains the chat widget. So we can see that there was some background activity. Now, if I open the chat box, I will see that the chatbot already contacted me and asked me to choose a language. Let's say I will choose English. Now, no matter what my choice is, the chatbot will still understand any language, but will only talk in English. So now let's say I have a problem with the internet. Now, no matter what I choose, the chatbot will always give me the same buttons next, but it could easily be changed in the code. So now I clicked on consumer residential, and again the topic will always be the same but can be changed. Just write billing, and it will still detect that I chose the first button. So as you see, it correctly detected my choices and gave me sample questions. I will write get bill, and the chatbot will answer accordingly. Now I want to see my consumption. Let's say I will ask in French. I will introduce typo. Quelle est ma consommation? It detected that I'm not logged in, and it asked me to type login to login. I will tell him, okay, login. So as you can see now, it's asking for my username, L number, or phone number. I could enter any of these, but let's say I will enter my username. Now it's checking in the database that this user indeed exists, and if I entered a username, a number, or phone number. So now it's asking me to enter my password. Chris, if I entered the wrong password, it will ask me again. So now it's telling me that I am logged in, and it's correctly detected that Chris is my username. So now I can ask again, what's my consumption? And it retrieved the data from a database. So next, let's say I have an internet problem. Now I could go back in the conversation and say that I want to troubleshoot. But I could also directly ask, these buttons here only serve the purpose of guiding the user, but the user can ask anything, anytime. So let's say my internet is very, very bad today. This sentence is not in the training data, but the chatbot will still correctly predict the intent. So now it's asking me if I have noise on the line. So I will say yes. And according to my answer, it will ask to contact Ojero. Now let's say I contacted Ojero and I solved the noise on the line. And then I turned off the modem, but I didn't restart it as was asked of me. So it still doesn't work. So please make sure your modem is turned on. And here now I will realize that I just turned it off and I forgot. So now I turn it on, and yes, it works. Okay, so now let's say that we don't want to talk to the chatbot anymore, and we want to request a human. We could either type it or click on the request human button. Let's just type it. I want to talk to someone real, please. So now you see that it told me that I requested human help and that someone will contact me on my phone number. So now, if I open up Slack, you will see that a user named Chris with this number requested assistance, but it also sent the important information about the user, like the language they chose, the service type that they chose, this is the account type and the topic type, etc. Now let's try out the Android application. So I will open the application inside the Android emulator. So as you can see, it's the same. Let's choose Arabic this time. So again, it still asks all the questions, and I can do everything in the same way as I did in the web application.